Good afternoon, everyone. You are listening to Bridging the Divide with your host, Jerome Grant III of Make Plain Jesus Ministries. This series is aimed at revealing those ways in which our secular lives intersect with our spiritual lives. It can be difficult to navigate through this journey called life, but it is our hope that by following along with us, we will be able to make progress together. So tax season is very much underway, and many Americans are contemplating how much of a refund they will be getting this year. Or, on the flip side, how much they potentially owe Uncle Sam. Wherever you may fall on this particular spectrum, it's important to recognize the significance of financial management and how that correlates with our spirituality. You may already be familiar with the biblical adage, render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's. It appears throughout the synoptic gospels when the teachers and religious leaders of the day attempted to trap Jesus by getting him to say that they didn't need to pay taxes to Caesar. Regardless of where we fall in opinions about the IRS, Jesus reminds us here that although we should always pay attention to our spiritual duties, it does not then mean that we could ignore the laws of the world around us. Now, this does not mean that we should mindlessly follow all rules and conventions either, especially if they are in contradiction with biblical beliefs. That being said, we must voice our opposition with respect and kindness to achieve the best results. Now, going back to the main point, part of the reason for mentioning taxes in this segment is to speak a little bit about tithing. In some ways, there are similarities between the acts of paying taxes and tithes. Both acts involve paying a certain percentage of earned income in order to fund certain initiatives. The key difference between the two is that taxes are used to fund the government and vary in the percentage required, whereas tithes are used to promote the development of God's kingdom on earth, primarily in the form of community outreach, church maintenance, and other ministerial work. Tithes are also set at 10% of your gross income and are meant to be given as cheerful offerings, whereas it seems that Uncle Sam generally doesn't care as much about the attitudes of those that pay him, just as long as they do pay. Back when I was younger, I used to subscribe to the idea that paying taxes should be enough, and that tithes seem excessive. However, when we stop and reflect on the blessings that we have received and how large a role God has in our personal and financial development, tithes then gain so much more importance. Paying tithes can demonstrate our devotion to God, but it also allows us to further impact others positively, since, as I mentioned before, God uses tithes to advance His kingdom and make beneficial, lasting change in our communities. When we begin to see the connection between the secular and spiritual concerning our finances, things begin to make more sense and will set us on the path to true prosperity. If you enjoyed this episode of Bridging the Divide, tell a friend and join us for the next part of this series. Even better, we would love to see you at 107 Mountain Road, Suites F and G in Pasadena, Maryland, for our regular Sunday service at 10 a.m., or for our life classes on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Take that life-changing first step today and grow with us. If you would like further information about our ministry, please visit us at makeplainjesus.org. You can also contact us directly via our church email, which is contactus@makeplainjesus.org. We hope to see you soon.